Welcome back, assholes. It's time for the Starfish Fantasy Football League. I'm your host, General Bronze Eye, and with me today is the entire Starfish Empire back in studio. First up, his dream job is being a tight end for Josh Allen, and we're not talking about football. Master Rogie is in the studio, everybody. Next up, Louisiana's finest would be an understatement. It's also not saying much. Our favorite swamp hopper is in the building. It's Gumbo. Our next host built the Starfish Empire with his own blood, sweat, and tears, and funded it by selling videos of his dick, the one and only Rock Sanchez. If you're ever with our last host on Sundays, you'll be the first of your friends to know if the Dolphins won. Like the Kool-Aid Man, all you will hear is, "Oh yeah," before he comes through your wall. Commissioner Dennis. Week 6 is officially in the books, and we're going to give you a full rundown of this past week's events in the NFL. We're also going to check in with Commissioner's Corner to find out what to watch for on the waiver wire and what free agents might be looking at an easy matchup this week. After that, we're going to look over our Week 7 matchups and give you our pick for who's going to have a big game and who's going to be a big bust. All that and a bag of dick jokes here on the Starfish Fantasy Football Podcast.
Shawty want this bad, but she gon' have to take this dick. I was on my ass and now a nigga got some shit. Sitting back in the class, watching life pass away. Now I run to the bay, young Joey Galloway.
All right, general news, guys. What everybody have going on this weekend? I know I know Rock, you were in what, Tybee Island?
Yeah, man. We were hanging out up there near Savannah. Just get away, get out of town, get out of the cell phone, all that shit, man. Just had to get out of here.
Did you end up getting to see any of the games, or?
Yeah, I watched a little bit, man. We watched the Bucks get their ass kicked. We watched the Dolphins beat the Steelers. Watched the Monday night game. So, hit and miss. Watch stuff on my phone when I had time, but beyond that, just a couple of them.
Anybody else? Gumbo, you getting any games this week?
I ain't getting any games this weekend. I just hit up Orlando with the family, you know.
Oh, shit. Good shit. Master Rogie, you get to watch any of the games? What was your biggest highlights?
Well, the Buffalo Bills were on the bye this week, so I didn't get to watch any Buffalo Bills, but got to see Miami beat Pittsburgh. That was nice, and watch Chicago beat the Patriots.
You watch it from the back of your eyelids. Get out of here, you well,
I fell asleep at halftime during the Miami-Pittsburgh game. But
we were scoring the entire time he was awake. The minute he fell asleep,
Nah.
And what did I tell you during the game? He was going to go walk the dog and says, no, we're scoring. You're sitting right there. They scored on the first, second, and third time, but you're sitting right there. You're going to take it during halftime, and that's it. You don't get to leave. You were here for the score happened. You got to stay until it breaks.
You could have fucked up the whole game.
I could have fucked up the whole game.
You could have just really ruined thousands of people's lives through your own selfish decisions.
I believe it. That's that voodoo, man.
But if you flip it around, the Raiders won when AJ was asleep in almost the entire game.
Well, it was like the second half.
No,
You were asleep for halftime.
Okay, like 5 minutes left in the second quarter. The point is, I still watched my team. Maybe not very much. But as soon as I woke up, I went and watched the highlights before bed. Yeah, I wasn't a very good fan this week.
It was definitely an odd week, man. I mean, there was some, like, the Niners defense didn't do anything against Kansas City.
Right, the Niners defense suddenly shutting down.
Yeah,
I guess the past game or two, they haven't really been up to snuff.
Yeah, it's so wild. They were doing so well.
Now, do you think, in a roundabout way, the one of the biggest trades of the year, the Christian McCaffrey trade now,
Right.
you think that's going to have any effect? Like maybe getting them off the field just a little bit more?
Maybe. I mean,
Keep him off there just a little longer?
I have to imagine that adding him to their team absolutely gives them something.
Well, it gives them a running game.
That's what I'm saying. Whether they can actually execute, that's a whole other question. But I think it gives them a good chance.
Garoppolo gets a nice dump-off guy. Like when he, just a little release valve. Just
Right.
get it to McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Not entirely the same thing. It's close enough.
Pretty much the same.
What other? I feel like there was a couple other big stories here. Oh, the Mac getting benched for Zappy.
Yeah.
The happy hours was really quick.
It came on fast, yeah, and then fell apart in the second half.
Fell
So
apart as fast as these third touchdowns.
yeah, I'm not
I
entirely
think the
sold on
Patriots
that.
fans are a little too overhyped with him. That they think it's another Tom Brady situation, and they're going to go off and have great success. But I don't know. I saw that like a dude, strong arm, everything like that. But they definitely protect Zappy a lot more than they do Mac Jones. Zappy gets like plays with a very, very high success rate, or the ball gets thrown away. Like, even on the deep throws, they really didn't call that many with Mac Jones, but with him they were going deep. Well, it's either one-on-one, so you have the best chance.
Right.
Although that interception by Mac Jones was pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. That was a horrible, horrible interception.
Trying to think what there. I feel like there was a couple.
Carolina, Tampa Bay. That was
Carolina beating Tampa Bay. No one really saw that coming. I mean, I knew the Bucks weren't as good as they were, say, last year.
But not this bad.
But yeah, my God.
I mean, they lost to Pittsburgh last week and Carolina this week. Like
No, I think the whole game got off wrong with Mike Evans.
that drop touchdown pass was
Yeah,
like
like he even said, he goes, I felt the team's air go out. Like he goes, I believe in that kind of stuff. I do too. I think a play like that can really carry over for the entire game.
well, yeah, it gets hype, man. Like
You
it
get
gives
the
you
score
momentum.
there, the momentum swings, you get everything going in your favor, and the whole complexion of the game will change a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
And the only other upset that I see was Washington beating Green Bay 23-21.
Yeah, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker for Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be. They've been playing like.
It's tiny things.
Well, also you got to think with the Commanders. What probably got them out of a couple games this year was Carson Wentz. Like Pat McAfee says, on his good days, he can be one of the best quarterbacks in football, but all of a sudden be throwing 3 picks in a row 3 plays later. You never know what you're going to get. Heineke at least is a more consistent option. So they might be a little bit better than what everybody thought. But even then, Green Bay is just looking like a fucking dumpster fire this year.
And Green Bay plays Buffalo Sunday Night Football. And here's an interesting fact: Sean McDermott has not lost coming back from a bye week, and Green Bay has never beat Buffalo in Buffalo. And his game is in Buffalo Sunday nights.
All right, give me 1 second to tally up here.
Sounds like a 5-2 record to me.
We got. So we're gonna review our what our picks were and all that. Let's see. I got 2 points. All right. So the first matchup was me versus Jake. Me and Dennis picked me. The rest of y'all chose Jake. So me and Dennis each get a point. Gumbo versus Master Roshi here now, or Rogi, Master Rogi here. It's still new. I'm getting used to it.
I don't think that's staying, but
Fuck you, Gumbo. Anyway, so Rogi, you're the only one that picked yourself there, so everybody else gets a point. And there was a little something extra attached to that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah,
We
was
had
it
a-
something like me and AJ bet against you? Maybe something where we're changing your fucking name this week. Is that what it was?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Oh,
By the way,
I remember now.
later on in the show, we will be presenting that we don't want to be selfish. We don't want to just think of ourselves here.
Tell them, Driggs.
We don't want to make this about us.
Not at all.
So we've decided to come up with a multitude of options for all of you to vote on. And we're all going to, except for Master Rogi, all going to take a little bit of a vote in on his name real quick. Any tiebreakers, we'll have Tori do.
Right. So, we'll have a variety of fucked up names for Master whatever your name is.
We'll think of a new name. Fuck you guys. Anyway, we'll tackle that a little bit later in the side bet watch. For now, we have the Battle of the Brothers. We got Beef versus Rock here. Now,
Go for Rock.
even Beef chose Rock. The only one that's not getting a point here is Gumbo.
I don't know.
You decided to take a chance, believe in Beef when Beef didn't believe in Beef.
Right.
I had 4
It didn't
people
work.
on my league. What do you want? Like,
Yo, I thought I believed in Rock and not Beef.
Nope.
No, you
I think that would be fun.
Run the
Yeah.
tape.
Hey,
Yep.
much love.
Because remember, AJ was the one out of the last one.
Yeah, but fuck you, man. Shit.
And then on the last game, we had Tiny Diggs versus Mike. Everyone but Master Rogi chose Mike, and who was the winner of that? It was Tiny Diggs.
Yep.
So Rogi comes back with 1 point. Now we have a two-way tie between me and Beef. And then coming in second was Master Rogi and Rock. Well, Gumbo, sorry about your luck. You made shitty picks last week, I'm going to tell you.
Nothing that a fireball won't wash down.
One more time,
Right.
Fireball, we'll be right. We'll be laughing in 5 seconds.
So I guess let's go down the box score of all the games. We'll start off with me and Jake's showdown here. I got a pedestrian 112.9, but that won it because, well, it seems Jake decided it would be a good idea to start Jalen Hurts, who's on a bye, and start Stephon Diggs, who's also on a bye. So I could have started damn near anyone this week and still won this game. If we weren't playing for money, I might have called them and been like, "Hey, man," but fuck you you forgot about your lineup, man.
I hope you release Brees Hall because you know he's going to be injured reserves. So.
I already changed Brees Hall out. Don't worry about all that.
Okay.
But my top performers, obviously not Lamar. Lamar got 10 points. It's been characteristic of him the past couple games. Really let me down this week, but luckily I had that, two-man backup there. Nick Chubb, 18.7. Devontae Adams, 17.5. Everybody else, the 10 to 15 range. Not really a bad squad there. Jacoby Myers was a new pickup. He ended up working out all right. And then, Jalen Hurts being out and Stephon Diggs being out. You had Chris McCaffrey, got 8.2 points. Not super great, but it's his first game with the team. Alvin Kamara got 17.5, doing Alvin Kamara things. And, Leonard Fournette fell off a cliff. McManus didn't get you nothing. Zach Ertz got you 6 points. I mean, it just wasn't a good showing outside of that.
DJ Moore on the bench.
DJ Moore goes off for 19.6, and Jerry Jeudy 16.6. Neither of them, like you said, was on the deal here.
Look at
Man,
Zeke at 17.7.
did he? Yeah, he did. God damn.
He had all his plays on the
Oh,
bench.
Khalil Herbert had himself a day. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Herbert had a great game.
Could have went in for Brees Hall. Damn. Anyway, move on to the next matchup. We got old Stretchy Sacks versus what was Yo Mama, Bills, and Your Mafia. That shit will be changed.
Who?
That will be forgotten. All right, so starting off for Gumbo. Big takeaways here. Austin Eckler went the fuck off. 36.7 points.
Fuck yeah.
Pound for pound, the strongest man in the NFL.
Right. And he showed it. 9 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown. Not the worst game, but certainly nothing to write home about. But 12 receptions, 96 yards and a touchdown, on the other hand, that'll get you a fucking win right there. The total score ended up being 97.7 to 89.2. So,
2-2.
yeah, I mean, if you drop your score 16 points, you don't win. He was projected to get 20. He got 37.6. That is wild. Outside of that, everybody
Dallas Goddard on a bye.
pretty protection. And you started Dallas Goddard on a bye.
And your kicker was on a bye.
And Matt Gay was on a
Oh
bye.
my goodness.
If I would have started Dallas's defense, I would have won this. But
Yeah.
If he would have started
down
anybody
by-
who went on a bye, he would have won easily.
Well, that's true. But
No, you
I
went
can
for what
only
you
go
thought.
by the controllables here.
You went for what you thought was going to be an easy matchup with Patriots versus Chicago.
You underestimated Gumbo. Fuck out of here.
No, I underestimated the Cowboys defense.
You just
Cowboys versus Detroit or Patriots versus Chicago? I'm taking Cowboys, dog.
Fuck 'em.
But other notables on your. Oh wait, no, we didn't even go through your main roster yet. What the fuck are we doing? Everybody else had pretty decent showings. CD Lamb a little underperformed, but 10 points not bad. So, getting over to Rogies over here, we got Geno Smith, 13.1 points. Not super terrible, but when you get 37
It was a
points, I
Kenneth
expect you to
Walker
get more.
game. It was a Kenneth Walker game when it boiled down to with DK Metcalf being injured in the first half as well.
Oh, okay. Joe Mixon turns in an average day for Joe Mixon, which is 18 points, so he killed it. Jonathan Taylor, 15.5, so starting to make a little bit of a comeback here. Deebo Samuel dropped off 9.4. Keenan Allen, 3.1, didn't really play very much. Other than that, I mean, Taysom Hill had a 10-point game, not the worst.
For a tight end, that's a good game.
Because he can do
Waller
that.
hasn't even got that at all this season, so I'm just saying.
Is what it is, man. He's got that contract flu. He just got that shit. So play just going to take a dip for a little while. Moving on to the Battle of the Brothers. 90 to a little too late. And the Dune-Coon platoon, I fuck that up every time. 114. So, good 24-point spread. I mean, for having 4 starters off that were on buys, that's really not that bad. What were your big scores this week? Ramondre Stevenson, 23.8.
He had another great game.
Yeah, had definitely a solid one.
My worst is that, Joe Burrow sitting on the bench.
Now, Daniel Bellinger, 2.3 points, killed you. Joe Burrow scoring 39 points on your bench. I mean, that
What a big game.
would have done it. That would have got you the win.
That hurts. Yep.
That hurts a lot. Oh, what was the stat line on that?
He had 3 touchdowns and 1 rushing.
2.
Goodness.
That's projected for week 8.
Oh, hold on. What did he actually get? Damn it. Why is that?
It was 3 touchdowns and 1 rushing. They kept up.
Oh, here it is. 481 with 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
3 carries for 20 and a touchdown. That is, yeah.
Is what it is.
Other big guys on your bench? Really none. I mean, you made all the smartest plays from the people that were on your team. There really wasn't, other than that one thing, really nothing you
Well,
could do.
Robbie Anderson is one that killed him 5, had been thrown to 4 times, no catches.
Yeah, but the only person you could have put there was Kyle Pitts, and he gained you 3.9.
Yeah.
I mean, you did what you could. On the other side, though, with Josh Allen being on the bye, Tom Brady gets the first start of the season.
Yeah, man.
Or no, second start. Time you started him, right? I thought you
Maybe.
started him early on.
I might have played him once.
11.7 and the loss to Carolina.
Yeah.
And
Terrible.
expect
fucking
better
game.
from Brady. With
Dropped Mike Evans' touchdown though. Like that would have been good for both of them, and I have both of them on my damn team. So.
And then what probably won you this game,
Oh, yeah.
36.5 points from Josh Jacobs. Went
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck off versus Houston.
Had a day with Houston. Yep. 143 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I just can't say it enough. The dude, he just runs rudely. Like, not even, like, just rudely. He goes out of his way to run through people, and it's fucking great. I love it. Raheem Mostert,
Yeah, man.
different kind of back, but still put up 20.9 points.
For sure. Yep, and then Mike Evans with his 18.6 points, man. It could have been obviously more, that damn drop touchdown, but it is what it is. Waddle with his 12.8 and Kelsey with his 15.8.
Mark Andrews, though.
0.4. 0.4. Crazy.
That's how I
They
feel
were
with Lamar.
covering him like nobody's business.
When Lamar has a 120 passing
Still
yards,
more
like,
than
that's
Waller.
how I felt. Like, just how is this even a thing right now?
Mm-hmm. Then
Still
the
more than
San
Waller.
Francisco defense with -4 points. Got their asses beat.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, Mike Williams sitting on the bench, 21.6 points. Juju went off for 25.4 points. Brandon Ayuk, 15.2.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could have gone a little bit better, but not a whole lot.
But, yeah. Could have been worse.
Honestly, -4 with that points from on your defense, that means they did some good things because 44 points normally at -9 to 12. So
Was there a
their
pick or
defense
something, like, couple
played
sacks?
pretty well.
Interception, fumble recovery, and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
so
there had to be something.
their defense played pretty well. Just -4. Well, fantasy wise.
All right, and then where's the net? All right, so Team Mike versus Tiny Diggs, 140 to 106. Now, I was looking at some of the stats we got going this year, and while Tiny Diggs is in first place, he has the least points against of the whole league. So literally everyone that has played him has had their worst week. So I'm wondering if he's going to start to fall off a cliff soon. Because that's getting a lucky flip of the coin kind of a lot. Like, let's see. Let's go right here. So you had Patrick Mahomes, 26.9 points. Oh, wait, no, this is Team Mike. So 26.9 points for Patrick. Aaron Jones, 28.6. So big hitters there, but Damian Harris drops it back down to 2. Like,
and I told him during the week, this is another one of these where neither one of them went and changed their stuff because I told him Marquise Brown is obviously an injured reserve.
Yep.
And Damian Harris has come back from injury, but he's not the starter. So
they're both still in. This is the same setup for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, he was supposed to go in and change it, and he didn't, and that's what cost him this.
Metcalf got injured. So he only got 2.2 points. George Kittle had a good day, but with 0 points from Hollywood Brown, like I said, you're not going to get.
He could have easily won.
There's nothing he could do there. Nah, I mean, because you look on his bench. His highest scoring person on his bench, Curtis Samuel, 12.9 points. I think maybe if he would have, he could have made it closer.
Well, he would have dropped Marquise Brown, which is, he was supposed to go in and get another player. So in the add player, we had a whole like talk. He's supposed to drop Marquise Brown, right? And I told him to drop Damian Harris too, because obviously with Stevenson doing so well, Harris is just bringing it to the backup role. So he was supposed to actually drop those pick two players.
Probably would have kept Metcalf, though, I'd imagine.
No, Metcalf would have stayed in. That would have been low.
Right, so that means those two players would have to account for about 34 points. And maybe, but
like,
I don't know who he was picking up last second for that.
Exactly. 34 points, but just like 16, that's doable by players. There's players being picked up, the last couple weeks that are now producing, especially like with trades and injuries happening. For sure.
Now, for Tiny Diggs, Herbert had another okay game, about 18 points. Barkley had 17.5, Damon Pierce 15.7. So the top three are doing about as well as they normally do. Jamar Chase boomed this week, got 33 points. DeAndre Hopkins, 20 points in his first game back off of suspension. So he's going to be tough to go to really get a handle on later in the season because of having Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, DeAndre Hopkins. Damon Pierce seems like he's getting better every game, and Saquon. Like, even though Herbert's not putting up the numbers like you would want from him. He dropped Damon Pierce. Oh, he already dropped him?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's surprising, but okay. Either way, those three wide receivers are going to be hard to fucking beat here coming through the rest of the year. Chris Olave was the only guy, and Travis Etienne. Both of them are on their bench. 18.9 points for Etienne, and then Olave 17.6. I mean, it really doesn't matter. It was a slaughter anyway, but he could. That's what I'm saying. Like, he could get an even higher fucking total here.
Maybe, but it's just gonna Justin Herbert. I don't think it's with the way the team's crumbling around him. He's not going to have many 40-point games.
Right.
So if Lamar Jackson, when y'all play, has like a 35, 40-point game, and your team just does well after that, it's still beatable. I mean, you can only play 3 receivers. Yeah, they're great receivers, but, they're not always going to put up 20, 25 points a game.
So, right now in the standings, we have, in the Eastern Division, we got Devontae's Inferno, 4 wins, 3 losses, 61% chance of making the playoffs. Team Mike, 3 wins, 4 losses, 41% chance. Too a little, too a late. 3 wins, 4 losses, 23% chance. Stretchy Sacks, 3 wins, 4 losses, 29%. And then the division that's really killing it, fucking 6 wins, 1 loss. 97% chance of making the playoffs, Tiny Diggs. Doom Clune Platoon coming in the second, 4 wins, 3 losses, 76% chance. Chicks with Diggs, 4 wins, 3 losses, 71% chance. And then name to be changed soon with 1 win, 6 losses, 2% chance. I'm actually pulling for him to make the playoffs this year because it would be just this, what the fuck? Like, if he just won out for the rest of the year, that's what you should do. You should go ahead and make a side bet if you win out for the rest of the year.
I'm the worst luck my fucking players. I am not a good fantasy year this year.
Come on, buddy.
I'm not making any
Bet your
bets
butthole
anytime.
tattoo.
Bet your way out. So, and this is what I'm talking about. So, if you look down at the season stats, right? So, points for 923, that ranks him what? Second? So, he's second in points for, but points against, he's also second.
Fuck.
Chris has had the most points against, or no,
Yeah,
second
I've
most
put up
points
the
against,
most points.
You
or
have
second least points against.
Yeah,
I mean,
I have.
Rock's put up the most points?
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
that's kind of dope. Fuck him.
but that's the thing. Your points against is higher than almost everybody. So
Uh-huh.
everybody's playing you having a great week.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's playing Tiny Diggs and having
I've
a
had
shit fucking week.
I've had some really tight losses too, like that one with Mike where he squeaked out that 5 points, that Jalen Hurts bullshit. Like,
So that's what I'm saying. How long is this guy gonna keep winning these fucking random chance deals here?
hopefully I can get him this week.
Yeah. That'd be a good matchup.
And Master Rogi over here, there's no excuse for you. The lowest points for and the lowest points against. How the fuck you do? The second lowest
Second
points
lowest.
against. No, it's the lowest points against.
Oh, shit.
792.
So even
no
when people are
comments.
having a terrible day, you're having a worse day.
Like this is how. Look how close mine is. Like right there. Look how close.
Yeah,
That's
you're
like
about
10
even.
fucking points apart.
Like 10 points. 10 points apart. Like, you know, like that's been the defining thing every time. It's been just little by little. And think about this. You put up like 30 or 40 of those points now.
Mm-hmm.
So, projected playoff bracket right now, the projections put it at Chicks with Diggs versus Tiny Diggs, which I like that matchup just to let's solve this bitch once and for all before the Super Bowl. And then it would be me and Rock in the other matchup. Right now I'm ranked second in the projections. Or no, alright, so Diggs is obviously number 1 in the projections. I'm number 2 in the projection, followed by Rock and then Jake. And then underneath that, we got sitting in ranked number 6 in the power rankings over here is Commissioner Beef with Too a Little Too Late. And then Team Mike. God, Team Mike. Just fucks up the name thing. But yeah, you two over there. Battle of the naming rights, boys. Y'all are looking into coming to the very last fucking matchup for the
Yeah,
playoffs.
one more chance to get your name.
Who gives a fuck? Who the fuck is his name?
I mean, obviously that's like on projections. We don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
For now.
Every week it changes.
So
I think I'm about to go on a winning streak. Just win out.
I mean, it would be a good idea.
Yeah. If I have anything to do with it, I don't
You know, I think I'm gonna start trying.
I don't know, man. If Joe Burrow is playing like he's playing.
No shit.
2 weeks ago he did 32. This week he did
I'm fucking
39.
love Joe Burrow, man.
So
Go Tigers!
You heard me? Les bon les boy, well, Tigers. And then who?
Who day?
No, bitch, shut up.
what's next?
In the Saints, who dat? Who day is
Cincy.
Oh,
Cincy.
Whatever.
Who that, bitch?
Oh, it's so close.
Yo, he ain't good.
All right, so the first matchup coming into Week 8 is going to be me versus Mike. So
Good.
You're
Fuck
definitely
you.
gonna lose.
we got Lamar versus Tampa Bay. And so far, he has Patrick Mahomes versus his fucking couch, dude, because he's on a bye. Hopefully
Alright,
that
he
stays.
wins.
Who's the guy on the bench?
On the bench, I don't even think he has another quarterback.
No,
If you got
Oh, no, you got Stafford. Okay. For San Francisco, then.
Nope.
I don't know. I might not
Maybe
be
they
better.
bounce back, maybe they don't. I don't know, dude. After that, we're looking at Dalvin Cook versus Aaron Jones. So Dalvin Cook at
Gonna be
home
triggers.
versus Arizona versus Aaron Jones at Buffalo.
In Buffalo, Sunday night. Prime time.
You win. It's your win.
It's going to go down the matchups, motherfucker, but okay.
You can stop that quarterback.
I don't know. I think Hill might put up more points than Adams.
Hold on. When Lamar's been putting up like 10, 12 points the last couple games, I don't know when he's going to bounce back, but he's going to.
Matthews,
They're probably going to beat the shit out of Tampa Bay.
Even if he does actually change his lineup, he puts Stafford in. They play the 49ers.
Right.
He's going to get eaten alive.
And if Lamar puts up 13 points, it's not going to be that far off.
I think Lamar points up. Put up more points.
It'll still be 8 points up.
Damn, so you're saying Stafford's only going to get like 5 points? So like 50 passing yards or some shit?
I can see that, yes. But he needs the 49ers.
Oof. Chubb versus Damian Harris, obviously not. Devontae Adams versus New Orleans.
Okay.
Decent matchup. Tyreek Hill versus Detroit. Is Tua in?
Yes.
Nah,
And we're
fuck.
playing Detroit.
Right.
Yeah, this is not a good week.
They're a
facing Tyreek
one-win
Hill.
team right now?
Something like that. They're not good. They were a Hard Knocks team this year, and
Yeah,
it
they're
fucking
1-5.
shows.
Okay.
They're 1-5, but they can score. Just so everybody they
Sure.
can score.
No, I mean, every team can win, but...
Yeah,
They
but
don't
we're not
look
talking
very
about
good.
Miami's defense right now. We're talking about Tyreek Hill. He's
Right.
gonna fucking have a day.
Mhm.
Higbee versus San Francisco versus
It's
Kittle. Like, it's gonna be Kittle. Devontae Smith versus an IR Marquise Brown. I don't know who's gonna put in there.
Maybe Curtis Samuel.
Maybe Drake London, Curtis Samuel. Actually, did Drake London is he even in the starting lineup right now?
He is, yes. He's their most targeted receiver.
Actually, no. It's gonna be, if he brings anybody back, it's gonna be Cooper Kupp. I didn't realize he had a bye last week. That's right. And then Chargers defense. I picked up Philly's defense. I don't know if anybody else was trying to claim that or not.
No.
No.
So
No.
Philly's defense versus the Bengals.
Ooh, that's going to be rough on your defense there. Bengals probably win their game.
What versus the? Oh, okay, yeah, they're facing Cleveland. All right, and yeah. So from what you guys have seen, who you taking? Devontae's Inferno or Team Mike?
Devontae's.
Well, what's the projection right now? Up top?
Projection right now, I'm way ahead because Patrick Mahomes is on a bye.
Right, but that doesn't
and
tell
all
me
that
what the
shit.
actual projection is.
Where we go? 83-1 to 119.
Okay, so we're 38 points out. And if we swap Patrick Mahomes to Andrew Stafford and we
And you
pull
got
Cooper Kupp,
instead of
up,
Marquise.
ooh,
Yeah.
So if Cooper Kupp gets 20 or 25.
Tyreek,
DK's questionable.
You're questionable.
Your fucking mom's questionable.
Yeah, but you got T. Higgins.
I think I'm
over
going to
there.
go Team Mike.
All right, so Rock's
You
going
got to
to
get
the
a hold of
Mike.
Mike and be like, him to redo your lineup.
Right. Mike, don't fuck this up.
I mean, obviously, yeah, that requires him
I
to
think
change
you
his
should
fucking
go
lineup,
ahead
but
and put in McLaurin instead of Higgins because McLaurin's been averaging more points.
No, he is not.
Well,
That's
that's
what
what
he's
he did.
Indianapolis too.
Last week he did. I think he got in.
What did McLaurin score?
He had a touchdown and some other things. Look at him.
Oh, give me a shit.
He had some points. I just saw the highlight reel.
Oh, 18.3. Good job. Yeah, that should be his highest this whole year so far.
He's
Yeah.
been average for the most part, except when he played Dallas. But
Right.
He's solid all the way around.
That's what I'm saying. I think T. Higgins has been.
see, if you change him out, I'll probably choose you. 'Cause I don't know.
I'm not
I just
taking
don't
him
see
out for
T.
T.
Higgins in that much of an impact. This
So who are
year.
you picking?
I mean,
You
other
know
than
what, I'm
the
still
game
gonna
he
go
was
with
hurt
AJ
and the game he got
regardless.
out super early, he's been consistently better.
I'm gonna go with Mike.
All right, you're going Mike.
Yeah, I gotta go with Mike. It's Cooper Kupp.
All right, it's all down to you, Master Rogie. Who you picking?
Just like you.
Oh, okay. So
you, baby.
you baby.
It's not the way he was saying it.
So probably going to be some changes made to the lineup with Dak Prescott
Yeah,
and
I
Joe
mean-
Burrow, I'd imagine.
Obviously, yeah.
But right now we got Commissioner Beef and Gumbo here. So comparing quarterbacks, you're gonna put Burrow in, right? So we got Joe Burrow versus Cleveland, and Kyler Murray versus Minnesota. I'm taking Burrow. Yeah, check the Burrow here. Derrick Henry versus Austin Eckler. Oh no, Eckler's on a bye. Okay, so that's gonna have to change.
Derrick Henry playing Houston, and what happened to Houston last week?
Yeah, he's gonna have a big game. Who could you pick, or who could you put?
Montgomery.
David Montgomery wouldn't be bad. Miles Sanders versus
Against
Pittsburgh.
Dallas?
No, Miles
Dave
Sanders
Swifty
versus
might be
Pittsburgh.
coming back too. Swifty might be coming back.
Yeah, that's questionable though. And versus Miami, I think the best matchup there is Sanders versus Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, especially with DJ Watt out.
Yeah. So Gumbo, if I was you, I'd be going Sanders versus Pittsburgh instead of Eckler. After that, we got Stevenson versus Najee Harris. Stevenson versus the Jets versus Najee Harris versus Philly. Yeah, I gotta go Stevenson. The Jets versus Philly's front four, it's not the same.
And then obviously I'm going with AJ Brown instead of Lazard there.
Right, AJ Brown versus Pitt. Yeah.
Yeah, my whole.
So AJ Brown versus CD Lamb versus Chicago. I'm going AJ Brown versus Pitt. I think Jalen Hurts in that offense is going to tear Pitt's secondary up.
Agreed.
So that this week.
And then
Then that's got to change to.
what? Bateman?
Mm-hmm.
Gabe Davis.
Probably
Michael.
Gabe Davis.
Mm-hmm.
So Gabe Davis versus Green Bay versus Michael Pittman versus Washington.
Davis.
Yeah. Because aren't they starting a rookie or some shit like that in
Yep,
Indy?
yep.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go
Indy
yet.
benched your quarterback.
Tight end, you're going what? Kyle Pitts, I'm assuming?
Probably Kyle Pitts, Carolina.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts versus Carolina versus Dallas Goddard versus Pittsburgh.
Bellinger's
I think
out.
they're both going to have a good... That's. I'm going to go with Dallas Goddard on that one just because I don't feel like Atlanta's really getting the ball to Pitts very well. Tyler Lockett versus the Giants versus who you putting there?
I'm gonna go with Gallup there.
So Michael Gallup versus Chicago.
Unless Michael Thomas plays, he's still questionable. Thomas could play this week from what everything said. So it could be either way. Probably if it's Michael Thomas, then that seals it.
Yeah, sorry, man. I'm going to have to go too a little, too a late here. Commissioner Beef, who you got on your matchup?
Okay.
You got you this time? You actually believe in yourself? Rock, who you got on matchup number 2?
I think. I mean, Eckler's been running like a freight train.
Oh, no, bye week.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Who's he got for rotating?
So
Said
probably going to
Sanders,
go
right?
Miles Sanders versus
Yeah.
Pitt if he actually remembers to update it.
Shut the fuck up, pussy.
I'm gonna go Dennis on this one.
All right.
You would, bitch.
I would.
No, I'm not.
My whole
I'm
lineup
going
has
with
to
Dennis
change.
as well.
My whole lineup has to change. Could Joey be up there?
All right.
So that
Gumbo.
No love in this motherfucker. It's
AJ
you, bitch.
Brown.
I'm going for Gumbo. Number 1.
Gumbo it is.
Gumbo Mule, baby.
All right. So matchup number 3. Team name yet to be decided versus Chicks with Digs.
Oh, bitch.
Now, we got Jalen Hurts versus Pittsburgh versus Geno Smith versus the Giants. I'm going Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
Giants defense has been playing pretty good this year, and they're relying a lot. The Seattle Seahawks are relying a lot on their run game. So, Mixon versus Cleveland, McCaffrey versus the Rams.
McCaffrey.
I don't know. Miles Garrett is still out, so I'm going with Mixon.
Yeah, I think they might. Yeah, I think Mixon's probably the safer bet, but I want to see them like really turn McCaffrey loose just to see like what is the toy they got to play with.
I mean, in his first start with him, he got about 10 points. So I mean, and that's having 1 week in, so I think that.
Jonathan Taylor versus Washington. Alvin Kamara versus Las Vegas.
Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, our run defense.
Well, it's not even that. It's just Washington starting a rookie quarterback, or not Washington, but Colts. So all the focus is going to be we just got to stop Jonathan Taylor and make the rookie quarterback beat us. So the focus is going to be on stopping Taylor for the game.
Yeah, fair point.
Well, I do think that they're going to go ahead and give Jonathan Taylor a huge load of carries.
You have to.
Well.
Yeah, you have to. Your offense has to go through him, but the focus is going to be make the quarterback beat us.
And then Deebo Samuel versus Stephon Diggs. I'm taking Diggs versus Green Bay all day.
On that one.
Cortland Sutton versus Jacksonville. Deontay Johnson versus Philly.
Sutton.
Yeah, I think Sutton. That's definitely their main receiving target in Denver, for sure. Taysom Hill versus Las Vegas. Zach Ertz versus Minnesota. Minnesota's defense has been pretty stout this year.
I think Taysom Hill has a better shot.
Yeah, because him being that kind of switchblade kind of gadget player.
And is Waller playing? Is he?
Are you gonna?
No, I'm not. He's staying benched
Waller
the rest
versus
of the
New
year.
Orleans.
I'm
No,
not starting him
he's
at all.
he's questionable to return anyway.
Watch him play. Just have a great game.
He's gonna have a
I will be so
40-point
pissed.
game, and then
I'm
Chris is gonna lose
so
by
pissed.
Master Rogi over here is gonna lose by 39 points, and then Waller's gonna have a 41-point game on his bench.
He would. That's the issue.
All right. Tony Pollard in the flex versus Chicago versus Leonard
I haven't
Fournette
really decided yet. Can you scroll
versus
down?
Baltimore.
Because I don't know. I was thinking Kareem Hunt. You know, they're playing Cincinnati. Cincinnati's run defense isn't the best.
Speaking of defense, the Cowboys defense versus Chicago, Saints defense versus Las Vegas. I'm going Cowboys
That's
defense.
what I was thinking as
It's
well.
Christian
But
Kirk
Denver
all
is
day. That's
Denver
right.
has a good defense though.
But they're Swiss cheese because they're on the field too long. After about the second quarter, they're on the field way too long. Christian Kirk's a smart play here.
For the flex.
For the flex.
All right, cool.
So of the two,
Me.
with no buys on it, I'm going chicks with Diggs myself.
Who's the quarterback?
Rogi's taking himself.
Who's the quarterback team?
Jalen Hurts
Oh,
versus
yeah,
Pittsburgh.
it's just with Diggs.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hurts.
Rock, who you got?
Gino had 13 points last week. I can't get away with that.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with Diggs.
And then Gumbo.
Going with Diggs, bro.
Getting awful lonely over there, Rogi.
I know it.
Awful lonely.
There's only one person that believes in me, and that's myself right now.
Quick
Washington
comment about his
40.
government name.
There was a great coach that said one time, "You are what your record says you are."
Listen, I don't believe that 1-5 is true.
I am who's I says I am.
Damn.
Damn.
You are what your record says you are.
Alright, so Tiny Diggs versus Dooncloon Platoon. I keep
Bro,
going
what the
Clune
fuck?
every fucking time.
Dude, platoon.
I fuck it up
Fucking
every
say it
time.
one more time like
I'm not even
that,
gonna fucking say
slap.
it. I'm not even gonna fucking say it. I'm just gonna say Rock's team.
my life,
Fuck
dude.
this shit. You know what? How about this? Every time I have to say it from now on, I'm just gonna point to you and you fucking
There's
say
a
it.
big storyline already.
Right.
There's a big storyline here. He changed his quarterback for Russell Wilson starting.
Oh, Justin Herbert on the
Bye.
bye.
Oh.
Russell
Oh,
Wilson's
this is-
questionable
yeah.
versus Jacksonville's defense.
Well, I kind of need Russell Wilson to score at least 1 or 2 touchdowns.
I mean,
So-
things look pretty bad in Denver right now.
Got a hamstring injury.
Yeah, fuck them.
And it's going to be a London game.
He missed last week. He's coming back this week. I get why he has to start him, but that alone just doesn't really bode well. Because Saquon and Josh Jacobs, that's an even match.
Versus Josh Allen versus Green Bay.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's the matchup. I'm taking Josh Allen.
Of course, that's what I said. It's
Yeah.
Josh Allen every day. The Josh Jacobs, Saquon, that's the even match across the board. David Pierce, probably Mostert with the hot hand. Justin Jefferson.
Versus Arizona, Mike Evans, questionable versus Baltimore.
Who's his other receivers?
A couple on the
Yeah, I can play
bye.
Thielen.
Damn.
I think it's
The bye bug hit you hard,
Oh well,
It's
Mike,
just the Chiefs. I mean,
right?
So yeah, I would go with Thielen.
So go Adam Thielen
If Mike
versus Justin
Evans doesn't
Jefferson.
play.
Edge goes to Jefferson, but Thielen should have at least a decent game.
Waddle or Jamar Chase, that could be a toss.
Waddle versus Detroit, Jamar Chase versus Cleveland. I think I might go Waddle versus Detroit. If Tua's back in and Tyreek starts to cook, shit's going to open up for him. Mark Andrews questionable versus Tampa Bay. TJ Hawkinson at Miami.
Scroll down.
Oh, I'm still going Mark Andrews because just
At
anybody
Tampa
playing
Bay?
at Miami, I'm hesitant to fucking play.
Who you don't speak, but there. You have Juju. You can put Juju there.
Nope, Juju's on bye.
Oh, all right. Scroll down.
The
DeAndre
only
Hopkins
one
versus
not on a
Brandon
bye
Ayuk.
would be Edmonds,
Oh, you
Thielen.
can't do that.
That's it.
So just hopefully just one of your players doesn't play.
Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna rock Mike Evans as long as he ends up playing.
Yeah, of
So-
course. If he plays, you got that's what we're doing. So you do have to switch out. Okay.
So Brandon Ayuk versus DeAndre Hopkins. I gotta go D-Hop. Packers defense versus Buffalo. He better pick up a different defense. 49ers versus Rams at.
He rides with the defense.
They got similarly bad defensive matchups, I think, this week.
Yeah, but most of my season with the Niners has been good. Past 2 games has been bad.
I'm just saying 5 points, 4 or 5 points will win over this defense between the two battle. So I think 49.
And I honestly, on the matchup, I feel pretty confident. I'm not impressed with the Rams this year. I'm not.
When it comes right down to the quarterbacks, I mean, if Josh Allen has a big day, it's just pretty much over from there.
You hope, yeah. I mean, if as long as like Saquon doesn't go off, like kind of thing, it's a good matchup. Obviously, the board says it's projected to be good, and from what I see on matchups, it looks good.
So as far as this one goes, I'm gonna have to roll with Rock on this pick.
Yeah.
Let's see, Commissioner Beef, what do you got?
Hit the back button. Well, the back, it says back right there.
The other back button.
I'm just going with Brock because I don't want to win.
Trying to keep him out of that 7-win column.
I don't want to get any more leads.
What?
All right,
Yeah.
Woo! I'm about to go
Gumbo.
Facebook, Steven.
What you think, bro?
I think you go rock solid.
He's going with.
I'm thinking
he's going
Rock.
with Tiny.
That's what I picked.
I was just being a smart ass. Yes, fucking rock. Duh.
Ooh.
I thought you wanted to stand on your own too again or something,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
that's-
Fuck you.
Rock.
All right, now the question is, Rock.
Obviously, I'm betting on myself.
I was about to say, do you believe in
Oh,
yourself? I can't think of one time you
Do I
have.
believe in myself? Oh, fuck yeah.
Ah, Jesus.
Yeah.
So now that we've made our picks, we've gotten to the part that at least we've all been waiting for. Me and Gumbo.
Bitch! I say, bitch!
Oh, you need to pull up and be able to change your team name.
Yeah, you
I
can
got
say
it,
that
man.
motherfucker
What?
right
on
now.
your phone.
I got it on my phone.
Alright.
What are we going to name this new team? we have here?
Transported.
We have the naming rights to
Josh
to a franchise.
Allen, my butt.
Josh Allen, my butt.
Like ALL-EN. Josh Allen, my butt.
Sanchez,
Yeah, you just come up with the best name and y'all been
You don't even know what's happening.
Like that's
We got something similar.
you gotta put that one down because if that's the best name, I'm on
It's
that.
definitely something to do with daddy and butt. Not like gay shit. Or,
All in.
all in.
Yeah, ALL-EN. Like, all,
Fucking
like,
dash.
I feel like that's a good break.
ALL-EN.
Yeah.
I mean, we can add that to the list. That'd be funny. Allen in my butt.
We might have to spell it funny word to get to my
We
butt
can
part.
fucking
Right.
add Allen in my butt.
But it could be done.
All right, the next one we had was
Hey, my butt.
oh shit. Hold on.
That's great.
Josh, Allen
That's
in
the one
my
who
butt.
hates the most already.
Dude, you love Allen in your butt?
Now the next one is
Fuck.
A-Rod from behind. do you still have Aaron Rodgers on your team?
I do.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'll go for
He's
you,
on my
Rod.
bench. He's on my bench.
Awesome. Okay,
You'll never
so
be able to play him.
so right now we have Josh Allen my butt. Or all in my butt.
That's some fucking shit.
A-Rod from behind.
Oh my god, I love it. Hey, Rod in my butt. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
shit.
fucking, not the at sacks. This is my shit. 2 sacks, 1 receiver.
What the fuck?
You like that, bitch?
Receiver.
Oh.
Next one is the Swallows.
Swallows, yeah. Boo. What the heck?
Okay, fuck off.
What?
Sucking Fat Vicks.
What?
What's a big?
You know, the shit for your chest. You like rub it on your chest.
I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, shit for your chest.
You know.
Yeah.
Where's mine? 2, what was it? 2 lips?
Oh, wait.
Yeah. 2 lips. This is for you, Dennis. 2 lips for Tua.
So, okay.
Basically
So-
said
Oh
motherfucker.
my god.
You know, I'll take the Swallows out because you were talking shit. So we got 5. 5 is a better number. So we got 5 choices here.
Did you not see my other one?
What
Daddy's
other one?
touchback.
It was what?
Daddy's touchback.
For a second, I thought you said 9-inch touchback. I'm like, damn, you gave a specific dimension for it.
Exercise. Yo, add
Bro, it's
Daddy's
not when you actually
touchback.
look with like a tight end one.
I know, right?
Well, we were, but
Oh yeah, well it was either gonna be 2 sacks, 1
One-
receiver, 2 sacks, 1 tight end, 2 sacks, 1
one
wide
wide
out, like
receiver.
something like that.
You keep on saying receiver, but that's receiver.
Oh, is it?
Rosetta
Is it IEVR? Yep.
fucking
Fuck you
freak
guys.
Wrong.
Oh, how do you spell?
I
need spell check.
I accept after C.
You know what?
What?
Unless you're a
Yeah, except for all the words where that doesn't apply. I hate
Why
that shit.
there?
Yeah, in that one instance.
You're the one that can spell it right.
I
Anyway,
E except
shut
after
up.
C. Okay, then explain the word weird.
Or wide receiver.
Exactly.
Tell me. Alright.
Where's the? There we go. So we have Josh Allen, my butt. A-Rod from behind. 2 sacks, 1 tight end. Fuck you guys. Sucking Fat Vicks. 2 lips for Tua. What's everybody's vote here?
It's the first one. It's the first
Josh Allen, all in my butt.
Yeah.
How are we gonna
Yeah.
pronounce? Josh Allen, my butt, or Josh all in my butt?
No, I would say Josh all in my butt.
Josh
Yeah,
one. Roll.
Yeah.
Josh Allen, my
Josh,
butt.
I'm
Okay.
in my butt.
Just like that.
That's it.
Just like that.
Just unanimous.
I think we found it, guys.
God damn it.
Alright.
That's the one. That's the
I'm
one.
fucking crying right now.
So
Josh
we no
Allen,
longer
my butt.
have the atrocity that was Yo Mama, Bills in Your Mafia.
See,
This team will now be known as Josh all in my butt.
Josh, I'm in
You
my
will
butt.
wait for the refresh.
I'm in my butt.
Oh yeah, this pot. No, we're gonna get it on recording that this is done, so that
Why
everyone
you
knows
not
it's
Chris?
done.
Chris, why you not
I'm
laughing?
laughing.
You
God.
fucking shit.
It's funny. It's funny also because your helmet's flaming.
Oh,
It's a flaming helmet. Like,
Oh no.
You gotta keep the helmet.
Alright, I gotta.
Oh, my fucking
yeah,
shit.
unless there's a better
Yeah.
icon that suits Josh Allen my butt, we need to pick out the icon. What's
you
the
said it wrong
icon?
though. I land my butt.
Allen my butt.
There you go. That's it.
But where's the icon shit? How do we find this? I need to look
What are you
through
looking
them.
for? Butt cheeks, nigga? Shut up.
Profile.
Excuse me.
Where's it?
Your profile.
This part?
Oh fuck. Fucking god.
That. Oh, God damn it.
Oh.
Team settings. There we go. Change team logo. So, it's Bob's Burgers logo.
Buns on there, son.
That's got ours. Avengers.
Alright.
And,
Yeah, it looks like him bending over right there with his ass. With Josh Allen in his butt.
Cornhole.
Yeah.
What about the hot dog?
Hot dog's good too.
Yeah.
If only we could combine them.
The fork and the meat.
Blitzen and beer.
Yeah, Trey.
No. Wi-Fi. No. Boneheads.
He was like
In a way.
Yo, go back to the dogs.
There's the.
That's it. That's it. We don't do it. That's it right there.
Queenie.
Or no, the leopard print.
Yeah.
Creep show. ESPN football.
The black girl.
Okay. That's great out of context. I'm not going to have to edit that. You didn't even say anything wrong, but it was just close enough.
You're welcome, drinks. Shut up, Drigger.
Trigger, please.
Mascot.
Oh, he fucking.
See, now that makes it sound racist.
Yeah,
When you
yeah,
say it like
I
that.
didn't even say he was racist.
You cracker ass
Go
motherfucker.
dig as a cheerleader.
It was your toe.
It was your toe.
It was your toe.
It was the black face that you put on.
It's like the minute everyone cringes, like, yeah, it's the toe.
That's it.
Bump and run.
Man, he was just
Fail
Dink and
Mary.
dunk.
thinking the dunk.
Fail Mary.
Nah,
Why is
thinking
it?
the dunk.
And he could go all the way. Why is it not that one?
Yeah,
Where's that
believe that.
Very first one.
Are you mad, bro?
And he could go all the way. That's
That's great.
that might
Click
be
it.
it. That might
No,
be
you
it.
don't
I'm
wanna
not
click
clicking it
it
for
too.
mine. He's gonna do it.
You change it.
Yeah, go ahead and refresh it.
And yeah, you need to go into where he's at.
I swear to
Stadium
God, the
foods
hot
back
Oh,
dog-
I already put the hot dog on there.
Oh, we need we want the
Stars and
Which
Flames.
one?
Fucking
under the
ass
very
dog.
underneath the where was that one at?
That was under
Stars
the
and
Smack
Flames.
Talk.
Smack Talk. Oh, yeah.
Fuck, bro, I can't even breathe.
Which one?
The first one. He could go all the way.
And he could.
Go
Go.
all the way.
And he could come all the way over here.
You bet. You wish.
Alright, so let's refresh
I
this.
could probably
See
make
if he's got it there. For sure. We need to see it on the big screen.
Yeah, until it's on the big screen, it does not count. It is a
That's what I
lie.
always say.
Chill out, son. Kid.
So as long as you never play my porn on TV, then technically, Josh all in my butt. He could go all the
That's
way.
fucking funny.
Oh man, I'm so glad this bet was made.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
Now,
Josh
now,
in my butt.
do we have any other side bets going into next week?
Oh.
Just a reminder, it is me versus Mike, so there's beef and gumbo. Y'all got a side bet.
Hey, man. Get that shit right, bitch.
You guys want to go on another naming journey there?
Fuck no, this shit's too good.
Right, you might actually get a decent name out of this if you
I
play.
gotta wait. Bitch, fuck you.
You're better than Stretchy Sacks. You're the only non-football
Yeah,
team.
Stretchy Sacks is
Fucking.
better than a Drigger. You
At least
racist
Team Mike has the word
motherfucker.
team in it. It's sort of connected to football.
Yeah, anyway.
You're doing a fucking plug for some shit that ain't even a sponsor yet.
Yo, eat a dick. With all in my butt.
Josh, all in my butt.
Yeah, that's the best shit in my life.
Yo, and it. You know what pisses me off? Because it's so like Rock to do this shit.
Yo, you so
We-
get off of Rock's
No.
dick for a minute. You-
We sat around thinking of one and all that shit. Got a whole list together. And right before I say the first one, he goes, Josh, all in my butt. And it's like, well, now it has to be that. You couldn't even wait until the end of the fucking list. None of them
was that fucking good.
No, none of them sound as good
It was too
now that
fucking
you've
good.
heard Josh all in my butt. None of the rest had a chance.
God damn it.
Yo,
'Cause I'll tell you what, A-Rod from behind was it for a minute. It was it for a
These
minute.
bits out of context
Yeah.
would be fucking
Oh my
amazing.
fucking god, yeah.
You can Josh all in my butt.
Yeah.
After you've heard Josh all in my butt.
Like that.
Fuck you, bro. I know I'm being loud as
No,
fuck.
bring your mic down so it doesn't turn off.
No, fuck your mouth. I'll land in my butt. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. It probably wouldn't have stuck unless he said it like, I'll land in my butt. It's like it's got a jingle. Your fucking
Right.
name's got a jingle.
You gotta sing his fucking name, it's so gay.
My name
Jesus
is-
Christ.
My name is Josh. I'll land in my butt. I'll land in my butt.
I'm gonna be repeating that to
You know
myself
what?
over and over
You
again.
honestly may have found your nickname.
I ain't gonna lie, this fucking nickname is stuck longer than Sad Pussy. It's going to stick longer than Sad Pussy.
Yo, that might be your Twitch channel name or whatever. Just
Josh, all in my butt.
just use the initials for each word. You know what I mean? You don't have to tell me, buddy.
J-A-D. Josh, I'll let him play. Jam.
All we can do now is pray that he meets a nice young lad named Josh and falls in love. I'll say that at their wedding. All right, so.
Change it when he gets married. You gotta change your full name.
Josh. Oh
Oh my god. All right, well.
Done with this shit. I can't stop laughing.
All right, that about sums it all up for us, guys. If we think of any side bets and all that for next week, let me know. But yeah, that about wraps it up for everybody. Thank you for joining us once again, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Later, bro.
There you go, assholes.
Bye.
Yeah, shawty want this bad, but she gon' have to take this dick. I was on my ass and now a nigga got some shit. Sitting back in the class, watching life pass away. Now I run to the bay, young Joey Galloway.